Speakers have 3 minutes in which to speak, so please pay close attention to the time clock. As a matter of courtesy, we may have only one person speaking at a time. And finally, if you require assistance in speaking before council today, we'd be delighted to provide it to you. Our first speaker today is Blaine Coleman.
Palestinians in Gaza who are being shot down by Israel now for peaceful human rights marches. Your mayor, Mayor Taylor of the city of Ann Arbor, has a message for you. Everyone who cares about the people of Palestine, Mayor Taylor has a message for you. Mayor Taylor has a message for you which he spelled out very clearly in MLive, in the Ann Arbor News, reporting on this council meeting, June 4th, 2018. What Mayor Taylor told Ann Arbor News was pretty shocking. He was asked during the meeting and by the press, why won't you allow a public hearing on the Boycott Israel resolution? Why won't you allow Gaza to be talked about by the city council? Why can't Gaza even be talked about by the city council? And the mayor answered, get ready for it. He answered by saying, the city council focuses primarily on issues which impact members of the Ann Arbor community. Did you hear that? That means if you're a Palestinian, as far as this mayor is concerned, you're not a member of the Ann Arbor community. If you care about what happens to Palestinians who are being gunned down in Gaza
every day,
right, you're not a member of the Ann Arbor community, according to this mayor. And I have never seen that reporter misquote anybody. We have demanded boycott against Israel for 16 years in this city council. And this city council, including this mayor, have done their level best to smother any possibility of a public hearing on the Boycott Israel resolution. While Israel was gunning down Palestinians, this city council, including this mayor, has done everything to make sure that Israel is able to keep murdering Palestinians without a squeak of protest from this city council. Palestinians of Ann Arbor, tell this city council, tell this mayor, you are members of this community. Your concerns are properly the concerns of this city council.
and they have come here.
And when Palestinians and others in Ann Arbor come to this city council, as they have, and demand boycott of Israel, you have to let them have a public hearing.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Mojan Savabiasfani.
Mr. Mayor, you may not like Palestinians, you may not like me, you may not like members of this community who are Palestinians, who have been coming here, who have been asking for boycott of Israel. You may not like us, and it's obvious from your behavior that you don't. However, you have no right to strip us from our membership in this community. We are, Mr. Mayor, members of this community, whether you like it or not, because we work here, we research, we publish, we live here, we have been coming here telling you of atrocities committed by Israel. You have no right to tell us that we are not members of this community. It's only to your shame that that is how you feel, and that is how you respond to the media when they ask you, why don't you let them have a public hearing? Why don't you? It's been a long time. Enough thousands of people have been killed. Many more have been made homeless by Israel, by your tax dollars. Why don't you let them have a day? It's only a public hearing, for God's sake. They've asked you that, and you've said their concern is not the concerns of members of this community, clearly saying that I am not a member of this community, and God damn it, I am. I am a member of this community. Palestinians are being gunned down. while peacefully protesting Israeli atrocities. And you sit here and you do not flinch. You foot the bill, you send the money, you send the guns, you send the killers, and you will say not a word when we come and ask for a public hearing. This is atrocious behavior. You cannot build a wonderful city that everybody wants to be living in when you base it on this kind of atrocious racism. Ann Arbor, listen up. If you want a racism-free city, join us, join hundreds of people who have been coming to this place every time Israel has been blowing up things and asking for a boycott resolution. Join us, join me, and join Blaine. You cannot build a wonderful city on top of racism. You cannot build a wonderful city while you are footing the bill for killing of hundreds and thousands of people. You cannot do that. Your hands are dirty. You smell bad when you say you want to have a wonderful city, but in action, you smother anyone who wants to speak for rights of Palestinian people, whom you pay to kill.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Miriam Gleckman-Krut.